This is a short video for one of my YouTube channel subscribers who's going to remain nameless, a bit anonymous for his own safety, because he's asked me to help me with his homework. Okay, so the challenge is to come up with two 16-bar comps in contrasting styles. Okay, if you've seen some of my earlier videos, you'll know what comps are. If you've read my book, quick plug, great book. If you've read my book, you know what comps are. I'll put the web address up for it at the end of the video. Basically, a comp is an accompaniment that you can sing over or other instruments can play over, but which doesn't carry the tune of a particular song. So in a couple of previous videos we've looked at comps in E major. Okay, so lots of sort of pop pianists and jazz pianists use comps. If you watch Ben Folds, Elton John, Tori Amos, Nerina Palo, people like that, they all accompany themselves. That's where the word comes from, accompaniment. Okay, so we've got to come up with a couple of contrasting comps in different styles, and the list of styles that I've been asked to think about includes jazz and rock and pop and stuff like that. Okay, so question asker, I'm not going to do your homework for you. I'm going to show you how to do one of these things and give you some tips on how to do the other. 16 bars is pretty easy to fill because you can just come up with a short 4-bar sequence and repeat it 4 times. Okay, don't worry about that being boring. It won't be boring. It's only 16 bars. It's not very long at all. Let's use the example of a jazz comp. We're going to take 4 chords, a really common chord sequence in jazz: E flat, C minor 7, F minor 7, B flat. Okay, very common chord sequence in songs like Heart and Soul and Blue Moon. Blue moon, you saw me standing alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. You get the idea. If we're repeating 4 chords like that 4 times, what we have is what in jazz terms is called a vamp. And which might be called, in more modern parlance, if you like, a loop. So vamp loop, it's kind of interchangeable. We're going to be looping, going to be vamping on these 4 chords. Got to make it last 16 bars. So that's pretty easy. If we imagine a bar is a 1 2 3 4 2 2 3 4, a 1 2 3 4 2 2 3 4. Not particularly jazzy, so what we could do is put something like a stride bass in. This is fairly. This looks clever, but it's not too complicated. What I'm doing there is really simple. Just stabbing the chord in my right, and in the left I'm doing a stride bass, which means hitting the 1st and 5th in the bass along with the chord an octave higher. So an E flat stride, E flat, B flat, okay, very simple. If you want to vary it to make your 16 bars last a bit longer, you can do all kinds of things. Okay, so that's 16 bars done, yeah? Very simple. So points to take away, don't worry about looping a 4-bar chord sequence, that's absolutely fine. And just think about varying the movement to keep it interesting and exciting. So that's an example of a jazz one you can use. Jazz, kind of, swingy almost. I'm gonna leave the second one, guy who is asking a question, for you to think about yourself, because I'm not going to do all your homework for you. But same principles can apply. So say you decide to do one that's more poppy. Look at some of my earlier comping videos; they'll help you out. And just think, take a loop of 4 chords. So here's 4 chords to get you started: E, C sharp minor, A, B. Okay, look at some of my earlier vids. That chord sequence is the one I use as an example. Okay, if you still have any questions after that, put them in the question thread, or drop me another message, and I'll see what I can do to help you out. Other people who are watching this, if you're kind of interested in what I do, by all means feel free to subscribe to my channel. And if you live in the UK, Europe, mainland Europe, or North America, you can buy my book, How to Really Play the Piano. $14.95, which is about $22 or something, and you can find out more about it at this web address here. There we go. I hope that was useful.